All right, what is up, guys? Leo, what were you doing? I wanted to hear the game through your stream while I was at work. My fault, bro. My fault, bro. I was a bit busy today. I wasn't able to even watch the game live. I literally just finished watching the game, because you guys know I'm not gonna give you guys a little review of the game or anything without have watching it, bro. I can't watch the highlights or anything. So I just literally came from rewatching the whole game, and that's why I just went live right now, bro, to talk about the game, talk about what we just witnessed today. It was a good game for Barcelona, a major win for Barcelona, putting us 9 points clear. Just give me 1 second. I'm just updating a couple things right now. Give me 1 second. Just want to make sure. Boom. Okay, I'll do that later. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're. Fuck! I forgot. I got rid of everything. Okay. But yeah, boys. Got a big win today. Big 9 points. Barcelona, top of the bloody league. Does that mean that the league is over? I think we can all agree right now. The league is practically over, man. Real Madrid dropping points yesterday as well. A massive blunder from Real Madrid, man. They completely fumbled it yet again. I genuinely thought they were gonna all right, they're playing at home. They want to try to keep this league going, but no. And to top it all off, Bayern Munich destroyed. I forgot what team they played. San Paoli, something like that. They beat them 5-0. So best believe they're going in with a massive amount of confidence, while Real Madrid are completely shook at it right now. But let's get into it, boys. Let's get into it. Let's have a quick chat. Let's have a little quick chat of what we witnessed today. So, Barcelona winning 4-1. A massive win from FC Barcelona. Goes from Ferran Torres. Goes from Lamine Yamal. And goes from Marcus Rashford. A great game here from Barcelona. The lineup that Hansi Flick decided to go for today was Joan Garcia in goal, back in Abalde, Gerard Martin, Paco Garcia, Araujo, midfield of Eric Garcia, Pedri, Fermín López, and up top, Gavi, Ferran, and Lamine Yamal. So a pretty good amount of rotations, we can say, for what's to come for this matchup against Atletico Madrid on Tuesday. Some rotations. Gavi for sure starting this game, making his debut after such a long time, bro. Congrats on 800 subs, lad. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, boys. So close to 1K subscribers, and also it's all thanks to you guys for sharing the video, liking the videos, and just appreciate the support so much, guys. I will be eating some yogurt while I'm talking because I'm starving. But yeah, a pretty solid lineup here from Barcelona. So from this starting 11 right here, let's pick out 1, 2, potentially 3. We'll see. In today's game, we had a little bit of a mishap. So 1, 2, 3, and I'd say 4. 4 of these players right here, we can definitely say are guaranteed to start against Atletico Madrid on Tuesday. 4 of them. The rest of them, holy shit, I forgot. Hopefully I'm not live on TikTok, because I think I am. Hold on. Let me discard it from TikTok because I didn't mean to go live on TikTok. I didn't set it up for TikTok. But 4 of these guys, we could probably most definitely say, actually, fuck it, who cares? We'll go live on TikTok as well. All right. But 4 of these guys, we could probably most likely just say that we'll be starting this game on Tuesday, man. I think we can practically agree with them. We're going to go over the lineups as well for Barcelona as well, who we think is going to go is going to be the main guys to start. We're going to go build up a little lineup here. But for the most part, Barcelona were the better team. This is, of course, a derby, so best believe Atletico Madrid, Espanyol are always going to try to give us a difficult game like they have in the past when we went away to them, when they beat us. I mean, when we beat them by only 1. So best believe they always give us a difficult time. This time, they made it difficult too. I wouldn't say this was a perfect match for Barcelona. I think we definitely struggled at times. I think they got the better of us a couple times. They got through us a couple times. The main blunder, I would say, from us was our defense at times. How many times they just ran in between Cubarsí and Gerard Martin, or whoever's playing as a center back, even Eric Garcia when he's back there. That's the same run that we saw when Giuliano Simeone, he ran through us, right? So that's something to be concerned about. That's something that I'm not too happy about when it comes to our defense. But overall, throughout this game, Barcelona were definitely the better team. First half, I think we were better. Again, there were definitely some mistakes in the defense for sure. We get the first goal from Ferran Torres with a great corner kick from Lamine Yamal, finding Ferran Torres. The Espanyol players try to call a foul, but no foul there. Goal for Ferran Torres. The second goal come again from Ferran Torres and Lamine Yamal linking up again. A beautiful Trivela pass. Can we just talk about the Trivela pass real quick? Can we talk about Trivela pass and Lamine Yamal? This guy is making that his signature move at this point, bro. And he just does it every single game, week in, week out. Oh, but Vinny does it too. Like, he doesn't do it week in, week out like Lamine Yamal with pinpoint accuracy, man. This guy just does it to perfection at all times, bro. Lamine Yamal is just amazing when it comes to that Trivela pass. He finds Ferran Torres beautifully through, and Ferran Torres with the one-touch golazo to bring us up 2-0. And then in the second half, again, I mean, Espanyol got to go back right in the second half as well. It was a great goal. Defensive mistakes right there. A great goal. Lozano slots it in. And then from there, for the most part, we had control. I thought they were definitely attacking us at points. I know some Barca fans were upset as to why Lamine and Pedri played the whole game in general, considering we have a game against Atletico Madrid coming up. And I can understand that, right? We want to try to save them. We don't want to go full force and, potentially risk an injury or anything. I think for the most part, Hansi Flick played them throughout the whole 90 just because, we got the other two goals, late into the game, right? We got them in the 87th and 89th minute. So Hansi Flick didn't want to risk any type of, loss of control or anything where Espanyol, where we've seen in the past when we take out Pedri, when we take out Lamine, the other teams just start to attack us. They start to kill us. They start to be all over us. So I think for the most part, that's why Hansi Flick played them, because if we were winning 4-1 comfortably by the 50th, 60th minute, he would have taken them out. Definitely Pedri, but I think that's the main reason he didn't want to take them out, just to not risk them, just not risk any type of loss of control in this game. But and then we get the two late goals from Marcus Rashford and Lamine Yamal. Casado with a beautiful through pass for Lamine. The goalkeeper and Lamine fight for the ball. It bounces off Lamine, and Lamine with an easy tap in. Brody, we can't see you. Shit, bro. This is low-key why I did not want to go live on TikTok. I totally forgot about this because, hold on. What's it called? I totally forgot to, give me 1 second. Shit. I totally forgot that I said I was gonna go live on TikTok as well. Hold on, let me. Okay, there, now you can see me, I think. Boom, boom, boom. All right, there we go. My fault. I totally forgot I was going live on TikTok as well. So there we go. All right, there we go. All right, so yeah, like I was saying, so for the most part, Barcelona, one of the better team. We kill off the game with the last 2-minute goals. Frankie de Jong comes in and Cancelo comes in. He came in amazing. He almost had one little solo run with slow goal. He almost scored. Marcus Rashford comes in. Listen, bro, there was this one run, a beautiful pass over the top for Cubarsí. Marcus Rashford threw on goal. This is what pisses me off, bro. I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. How did Marcus Rashford not score that goal? I forgot what minute it was. A beautiful over the top from Cubarsí. A beautiful run from Marcus Rashford too. We can't take credit away from that. By himself, he hesitates. I'm like, bro, what do you do? Imagine that was against Atletico Madrid. You find that one gap, you find that one area, you get through, and then boom, you just blunder it. I'm like, bro, how did he mess that up? Rashford should have got another goal today as well. I really don't know what he did there. He hesitated. The defender came through. He made the defender go past him, and then he takes a weak shot right at the goalkeeper. I'm like, all right, these are the moments where we need Rashford to I don't know, bro, change it up change something up, because he should be scoring from that angle. He should be scoring from there every single day of the week. Yeah, but besides that, he gets his goal from an assist from Frankie de Jong, a great little cross from Frankie de Jong, patience in the box, and finds Marcus Rashford there. But for the most part, this game was a domination from Barcelona, and of course, we had to take advantage for what's to come. From Real Madrid blundering it yesterday as well. I want to see him have that confidence he had against Newcastle. Facts. Totally agree, man. Against Newcastle, he was magnificent, taking shots, being confident. Listen, taking it back to the game against Atletico, for the most part, Rashford did well, right? He did well. But we don't need you to play well. We don't need you to play all right, do good, have some moments. No, we need you to be efficient. Have that killer instinct when we need you to have that killer instinct, right? Marcus Rashford did well against Atletico Madrid, but when we needed him to have that killer instinct, he blunders it, bro. But I don't know why he always goes for laces and power. Sometimes it's okay to use technique. Facts. There's moments where he's in a good position and he just bombs it until instead of just slot it in. Just slot it in real quick. Atletico Madrid gonna clap y'all 3-1. Talking about Atletico Madrid actually lost today as well. Atletico Madrid lost to Sevilla, but look at this. Look at the amount of motherfucker. Look at all these rotations, bro. Look at all these rotations that Diego Simeone made today, bro. Because they have the luxury. Because look at this. Come on, bro. This is embarrassing. Oh my days. Look how many points they are behind the Barcelona, man. That's pretty embarrassing if you ask me. We have Frankie. I was jumping when I saw him, bro. Facts. Frankie is back. Frankie de Jong is back. I was thinking, because we're gonna go over some of the we're gonna do a potential lineup right here for the Atletico Madrid game. But I was thinking, hey, Frankie is probably one of those guys we're gonna have to start for this game. But I don't know now after some words that Flick said. But like I said a bit earlier, Gerard Martin, Pedri, Fermin Lopez, and Lamine Yamal from this whole 11, and Eric Garcia, we can definitely say. These 5 right here are most likely going to be starters against Atletico Madrid. Most likely going to be starters. Embarrassing how Yo didn't score at home, bro. You're right. But we got a red. We got a red. That made it worse. But nah, still, like we didn't have our shooting boots whatsoever against Atletico Madrid, man. Whatsoever, bro. But at the same time, like this is why this game from Olise and Bayern, because bro, I miss Martinez. Facts. I miss Nigo. My guy Nigo. My guy Nigo is probably gonna win the league for Al Nassr, right? Aren't they top of the league right now? That means Cristiano Ronaldo Silva is gonna win the league. Yeah, they're top of the league. See, this is the Inigo Martinez effect right here. Top of the fucking league. So we'll see if Inigo Martinez is gonna be a Saudi champione. I feel like if we had Frankie, then our defense can soak up pressure. Lamine to PSG in the next 3 to 4 years. Yeah, impossible. Lamine is Barcelona throughout a majority of his career. If he wants to leave when he's washed, then he can leave. Simeone wouldn't have been able to make that run. Frankie would have seen him and caught him, most likely. But even Frankie isn't like the best defensive, minded kind of player either, bro. I wouldn't say that. You guys swear Lamine is staying, bro. He is staying, bro. What are you talking about, bro? We're gonna Lamine stay for a decade max, bro. Lamine wants to become a legend at Barca, bro. He's been from the academy for a reason, bruv. Elmio, it's all good. Game Tuesday. Let these bangers. Yeah, well they can. Facts. Against 350 million. Who's paying that, bro? Who's paying that money for Lamine? PSG? Man, fuck PSG, bro. No, let me know fuck with PSG. Let me know fuck with PSG. I'm a Madrid fan, but Lamine is too expensive. Atletico Madrid benching all 11. Yeah, oh my god. Atletico Madrid making full-on rotations, bro. Full-on rotations. But let's look at some of the words that Hansi Flick had to say and some of the players had to say after the game as well. Madrid all the way. Well, all the way in second. all the way in second. All the way in second, not points behind. That's all the way where they at. PSG put out 200 million when they had potential. Yeah, buddy. They're putting 400 million for Lamine now. Yeah, I don't know about that, bro. PSG are gonna be washed in 3 years. Watch. I know he ain't the most defensive. Look at the lead up to that red card. Almost just didn't pressure. Yeah, he did a bad job against Julian right there. He should have done way better than he did right there. Atletico Madrid lost at home because they didn't use starters. True. That's true. Mbappe's injury is bad. Mbappe has another injury? No way. My God, bro. I mean, if he got another injury, that means Real Madrid can start winning again, I guess. But quickly looking at some of the words that were said after the game. They were eager to go play in that stadium and come back on fucking Tuesday. You hear me, Atletico Madrid? We're coming back, motherfucker. 4-1. 4-1. Madrid should have bought Yan Diomande over Mastantuono. But yeah, but Mastantuono scored that free kick for River, and then his price tag went up, and and then Real Madrid like, oh, we need that. Today's like the closest I've seen Lamine Yamal get close to scoring a free kick. He like just hit it over the bar too. He got injured in the eye. Always give him an eye patch and he'll be good. Hear me out. May Omo go left wing and toss Rashford at the 9 on Tuesday. Because Rashford played as a 9 in that second half when we went down to 10 men, right? He played as a 9 after Lewa got subbed off. He had like one good run. Wouldn't say he was perfect, but he made that one good run besides that. They buy players off emotions, not off analysis, which is annoying. Yeah, that's why they got Mostantuano. I mean, I think Mostantuano has potential, but like I've seen Argentines saying that, yo, he's just like he's more of a 10 than an actual winger. Rafinha future replacement Igor Payaxo. Well, I gotta check him out. I'm a Madrid fan, but W guy for reading all comments. 100%, bro. You know, I'm gonna read every single comment. Like this guy right here. Barca trash, haaland Madrid. Barca is not making a remontada. Yo, hold on, give me a second. Hold on. I'm a Madrid fan right here. I'm a Madrid fan right here. You're a Madrid fan, huh? Look at this. Be scared, buddy. Be scared. Bayern just whooped Sampaoli's ass 5-0. They smell blood right now. They smell blood. They smell Real Madrid. Be scared, bruv. Be scared. Bayern are right around the corner, bruv. They are right around the corner. If we have Rashford middle, he can toss those shots in. But don't you think Atletico are just gonna like park the bus, bruv? They're gonna probably park the bus, making it like so difficult for what's his name, for Rashford. If Rashford like gets little involvement as a 9 in general, imagine just going against them. Well, it's gonna be even harder. Real Madrid and Barca remontada. I'll take that, bro. Real Madrid. If Real Madrid make the remontada against Bayern, I'll take that as long as Barca do, and then we'll meet in the final. I want a Clásico final. But Real Madrid have to do the job because best believe we're going to do the job. We're going to do the job. Madrid beat Bayern on a comeback already. Nobody's scared. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. The Mbappe curse has definitely come into fruition since he's coming back. I don't know, bro. He's scared of Atletico Madrid. I ain't scared about no Atletico Madrid. San Pauli's a relegation, by the way. Still, bro. This is they're still having to kick around with the boys, getting some goals and getting some confidence in for what's to come. Exactly. We need to want someone outside the box. Hot take: PSG have a chance of going back to. No, that's not a hot take, bro. That's like potentially facts right there. And if Olmo's left wing, he has the quality to find space behind for a pass. We need Raf so bad. Man, Rafinha. I heard the commentators during the game say that Rafinha is probably not going to come back to what's it called? To El Clásico in May. I'm like, what the fuck? In May? My God, bro. I mean, that's already been every. He's going to be out for a month. We already knew that. No one's talking about it. Hold on. Let me make this chat bigger because I'm blind as shit. Why do our players go all out in friendlies? Like, it was so stupid. Facts. Rafinha, like, when I saw some of those clips of him extending his legs for just to intercept the ball, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, listen, I can understand wanting to represent your country because you love them and you want to go all out for them, especially since Brazil has been down bad for years now. But it's still a friendly, bro. Like, come on. Don't you want to make the World Cup at least too? Prediction for Tuesday. 5-1 Barca. I mean, it's clear that we that when we be a full PSG can be knocked out any minute. Imagine PSG get knocked out at Anfield, bro. I'll be... Nah, but Liverpool are Shiza. I mean, they just won 2-0 today, so we'll see. Wait. Before we get into more Barca talk. Oh, my days. Is it going to happen again? Real Madrid will come back, but to Madrid. But back to Madrid. 5-1. Why are you laughing, bro? It's 5-1. 5-2. Borrows it at again. Barca has never come back from a second leg when losing by... Well, on Tuesday will be the first time ever, okay? Be ready for that. Write that on your calendar. The first time Barcelona ever comes back from a second leg. It's going to happen. Barca turning up this Tuesday. I can feel it. I feel you feeling it. I feel you feeling it right now. Iggy, thank you for the follow, my boy. Appreciate you. Hold on. Okay. If Barca makes it past Atletico, Arsenal would be... Yo, who is this guy? Yo, this guy drunk as fuck. This guy drunk as hell. Arsenal beating Barca? How are you this drunk? It's only Friday. I mean, it's Saturday. I'm drunk. I'm drunk now. Arsenal ain't touching us, bro. Arsenal are the definition of ballless, down badness, fumbling it. That's what Arsenal are right there, ref. They lost to fucking Bournemouth. They lost to Bournemouth. Like Shaq says, can you dig it? Barca all day. Uh-huh. We're making this comeback, bro. Because you always eliminated, dog. Maybe corners. Yeah, maybe corners. I am. If we go up against, if we get past Atletico, we face Arsenal. Actually, hold on, bro. I think we're being a little bit too confident here. I think we're being a little bit too confident that Arsenal are going to get past Sporting. Are they going to get past Sporting? That's the main number one question, because Arsenal survived going away to Lisbon because of one man and one man only. The guy who got their man of the match, David Raya. Look, like, come on, bro. He's the reason they didn't lose this game. He's the reason. I mean, granted, Harvard scored a pretty good goal, but still, how confident can we be that they get the job done? Because last time Sporting went away to the Emirates, the Europa League. Remember this? They beat them in a penalty shootout from that golazo from, who was it? Was it this guy right here? Where he scored it from like half field or something like that? Oh my days. How confident are we that Arsenal would even get past Sporting? That's the main question. We stopping on the park, on they park the bus. We play park the bus teams for dinner every day in La Liga. Facts. In all Bournemouth, in all fairness, Bournemouth balled out. The midfielders are class. Yeah, I didn't watch the game. I just saw Arsenal lose, and I'm like, let's go. Bro, I genuinely hope Arsenal bottled it because it will be hilarious, man. I love watching some of the Arsenal content creators after losing. It's hilarious. But we'll see, man. They have City next in the league, then Newcastle. You know, Newcastle be giving them problems. Fulham, West Ham, who obviously want to stay on top of the league. We'll see. Tomorrow's actually Roberto De Zerbi's debut for Tottenham. So let's see if Roberto De Zerbi. That's the main question. Do you guys think Roberto De Zerbi is going to change it around for Tottenham, or are Tottenham actually going to go down? Which would be insane, because in my lifetime, I have never seen Tottenham go down from the Premier League. That would be insane, bro. Insane. Going to lose 2-0. Watch the defense is Shiza. We ball out. Love watching you, Barca content creators, when y'all lost. I mean, yo, by the way, did you see how much better Cancelo is than Bale on my life? Spurs are done. Yeah. Spurs had .19 XG from open play. My God. Barca will win it 5-1 against Atletico. Hey, that's what I said earlier, bro. We're on the same page right now, buddy. We're on the same page. Yeah, when Cancelo came in, he was actually, he did, obviously. Cancelo. Are we signing Cancelo? I don't know, because when they ask Cancelo, or you want to say at Barca, blah, blah, he's like, oh, I'm on the contract. We'll see how the contracts go. So, I mean, I don't know, Cancelo. If you want to stay, you better bring that price tag down. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, Cancelo has been excellent, bro. I don't know why La Liga did it again. Balde got subbed off. They panned the camera to him, and then they panned the camera to Cancelo again. I'm like, bro, chill, bro. Why are they trying to stir up beef with our team? They said they are in talks to buy him. All right, cool. Yep, Cancelo has been. If he continues like this until the end of the season, potentially make the remontada, I think we're gonna go for him. Would you want Rash? Man, that's the main question right there, bro. He's willing to cut his salary. I like that. If he's calling his salary, take him in a heartbeat. Would I want Rashford? Do I want Rashford? Listen, I've been mixed emotions with Rashford throughout this whole season. Originally, before we got Rashford, I didn't want Rashford. I didn't want Rashford at Barcelona, right? That's when the whole debacle with Nico Williams, the snake, went by, right? And I'm like, all right, I'd rather take Nico, but of course that didn't happen. Then we got Rashford, right? But of course, I've been like, all right, I'm going to support the guy. I'm going to support him. He's a Barca player. I'm going to support him. And throughout the season, at the beginning of the season, when we lost Rafinha with an injury, he did his thing. You know, he was cooking up a bit, scoring some good goals. Newcastle, we stepped up. Even against PSG, even against Real Madrid, when we didn't win, he did pretty well. But for me, man, he's, I don't know. As of recent, he's been very inconsistent. Hansi Flick, for some reason, there was a period where Hansi Flick wasn't even trusting the guy for some reason. I said yes, keep Rash. He is learning to play with us. This crosses. It would be nice to have a 9 who crashes. Honestly, we don't need Rashford. Love him, but we need. He's past his prime. Yeah, Rashford is just. I don't know, bro. I feel like at the end we're probably gonna get him because Rashford does not want to go, bro. He does not want to go back to the rainy days in Manchester. So I think we're probably most likely gonna get him. I think Rashford probably convinced him, yo, please buy me. Hansi Flick has only had positive things to say about Rashford too. He's always said positive things about him. So if Hansi Flick wants to keep him, that will be a major thing as well for Barcelona to get him. I think Barcelona have already agreed terms with Rashford, but now they're trying to reduce the price tag. They're trying to talk to Manchester United to try and reduce the price tag, which is understandable because we're broke. But yeah, bro, I don't know, bro. Ferran Torres over. Let's talk about Ferran Torres real quick. Thank you for reminding me of Ferran Torres real quick. Thank you for reminding me about Ferran El Tiburón Torres. Listen, Ferran. Listen, Linda. Listen. Let me see if I can find that picture. Was it this? Did he say it here? But where's Ferran, bro? Where's that picture of Ferran? Look at this smile. Cute little smile. Look kind of. Guys can't lie. With that new haircut, he looks kind of handsome. I can't lie. He's pulling all the bitches. But Ferran Torres. Let's talk about today. Ronald has been decent at right back, which is surprising. Yeah, he did pretty well today. You know, he made that recovery for the third goal as well. He did pretty well. He's doing pretty well as a right back. But then that says a lot that Hansi Flick's trusting more as a right back than as a center back, right? It says a lot about the right back position for sure. That's one. But it also says a lot about him that he doesn't trust him in his natural position. Let's talk about Ferran El Tiburón Torres. I'm not fooled, Ferran. I'm not fooled. I like this, I like this confidence right here. Him doing that celebration, doing that celebration right here. So like, oh, yo, where the haters at? I like that, I like that. I like when players do that because, it means it's telling us a thing, right? It's telling us something. That you're not going to fuck up anymore, right? Yeah, Ferran? You're not going to mess up anymore, right? Because you can do all this and that. But then the next game, especially against Atletico Madrid, if you mess a sitter, if you play like Shiza, if you mess up a little 1-2, you're done. What else can you say? Because Ferran is obviously doing this because a lot of people have been talking shit because this guy has gone. Let's do the math right here. Let's do the math right here for a second. Let's talk about facts. Let's not talk about feelings. Let's talk about facts right now. 1, 2, forget about international. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 8, 9, 10, 11. Shit, I think 12, 13, 14. This guy's gone 14 games, consecutive games in all competitions for Barcelona without scoring a goal. So, fair enough, we're not talking shit just to talk shit. We're talking shit based on the facts. I like that he's getting his. I hope he's gonna get his confidence back after this Espanyol game, after getting a brace against Espanyol. But anyone that's been talking negatively about Ferran before today's game, it's just a fact, bro. It's just the facts that we're seeing. You have not scored since January. You have not scored in 14 consecutive games for Barcelona. So anyone that was talking shit about you, it's warranted. But now that you scored today, you scored a brace today, I expect you from now all the way to this end of the season to be that guy that you once were for Barcelona, like last season where you were cooking up, scoring goals for fun. So I hope you can get your confidence back because, if for those that have been watching my content for a while, I've been a supporter of Ferran for a minute. As of recent, I've gotten tired of him because it's warranted because of how bad he's been. But I've supported Ferran a lot since he's joining Barcelona. But there just comes to a point where you're like, all right, bro, it's undefendable anymore, bro. It's undefendable. Ferran versus Real Betis hat trick. Remontada. Where has it been in the Champions League? That's what I'm saying, bro. I need to see it in the Champions League. Honestly, people say that Yamal's PR is too big, but Olise's PR is on another level. Olise's bigger PR than Yamal's PR. I wanted to talk about that earlier too, about the PR, because everyone that watched the Bayern game, and against Madrid, and then watched Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid, I think anyone with the brain can see the clear differences of how those games went, right? Where Olise was just one-on-one with Carreras throughout the whole game because Arbeloa doesn't have a brain and be like, yo, triple team him or something. While Lamine had like 50 players in front of him and had to get past all of them by himself. Like, come on, bro. There's levels to this shit, man. There's levels to this. So would you get rid of him? Ferran will score 2 to 3 goals because the 4-3 is working for him. Yeah, but then it comes down to certain games, right? I don't know if I can trust him for like the big games, right? That's the main question when we're Ferran. Where in the big games, he doesn't step up. The only game where Ferran has scored like a striker, positioning runs and shooting the ball like a striker was against Betis when he had a Hattie. Every other performance has been mid or decent. Bali looks washed at like 22. Yeah, Bali didn't look too impressive today. I'm gonna keep that as because he just came back from injury. I'm gonna keep it as that. When we think about it, that's not Barca's starting quality, but off the bench, sure, I'll keep him. Yeah, off the bench, like he does pretty well, right? Off the bench, he does pretty well. Like last season, he was incredible coming off the bench, coming as a sub for Lewa. But this season, when he's gotten more responsibility to be our starter, because Lewa obviously can't play every single game, he hasn't taken that responsibility. At times he has, but then there are moments where you're just like, oh my God, are you a footballer? Balde is a streaky player. He needs more minutes to come back himself again. Yeah, I'll give him time. I'll give him time for right now. Yamal has quadruple amount of dribbles as Olise, than Olise, and Yamal has more GA. Does he now? Does he now? I remember there's a point people were saying, yo, Olise have more GA and shit. Hey, bro, what's good, bro? What's good, Rigo? How you doing, my boy? I want to see more Rooney, but put him on the left wing, give him a chance. He has so much potential. Yeah, Rooney has not been playing whatsoever, has he? When was the last time Rooney played? I can't even remember. I thought that doesn't even come to my head to the last time Rooney even played, let alone started. Boom, boom, 0-0-0-0. Sevilla was the last time he played. Sevilla was the last time Rooney played a game. Wow. I know there were some strong words sent from Rooney where he said, I think I'm patient. I forgot the exact quote, but he said he's patient. He understands and there's Lamin's in front of him, blah, 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 but he thinks he deserves more minutes. And it's understandable for a player to feel that way, right? So I hope that's not the reason why Hansi Flick hasn't been trusting him, that he got offended by those words, but I don't know, bro. Blows my mind he hasn't been playing. Facts. The Atleti 4-0 a win ruined Balde. Chill, bro. Chill. He's just coming back. But it's a fact now that what's his name, Cancelo is in front of Balde, especially these big games because Cancelo's just been excellent. Even defensively, Cancelo has improved. There was today in the game he made a great tackle. And then he gave it away, and Espanyol almost scored from it. I'm like, my God, he has those blunders, but man, he made a little solo run earlier, and I'm like, damn, bro, he's actually hit me. Bro. We'll see if we keep him. But let's look at some of the words that Hansi Flick had to say after the game. He had some his post-match interview. You see it? Hansi Flick, we dominated a lot in the first half. We did well. I like that. Of course, Ferran needed to score more goals. He's doing very well. I see it every day in training. Yeah, but training's different than games, Hansi. Training's different than games. Hansi Flick, I think Gerard Martin is fine. He should be able to play on Tuesday. Yeah, Gerard Martin in that first half had some discomfort. He went down on by himself, so that was concerning a bit. Rooney should go on loan, and we'll see from there. Rooney, yeah, I mean, we'll see because, Barca bought him for a reason, right? They thought they can trust the guy. And he's gotten his trust. But if Rooney really feels like he should get more minutes, then I guess we'll have to loan him out. How do you guys feel about Abde? Abde from Real Betis, ex-Barcelona player. Do you think we can make the comeback? Hell yeah, I can. I can. Hell yeah, we can. We'll make the comeback. Hansi Flick said, we're scoring plenty of goals through set pieces. Of course, we're not the tallest team, but we're finding the right spaces. The ball has passed through today. That was spot on. I think Ronald Araujo was good, in a good position too. It was perfecto. We need him because Lamin has been injured, and that's what I was thinking. Like Lamin, he's sometimes be going down, so we'll have to trust him or Rafinha, right? Atletico bench their starting 11. Pussios. Fermin, the comeback is hard. They're leading by 2 goals at home, but we will try. We believe in ourselves. I don't want to see no try. I want to see it happen. Okay, Fermin? Fermin, it's been a great match from the team. Such a shame about the isolated goal. With the third goal, everything's been a bit calmer. Hansi Flick said, I'm very happy for Ferran. He deserved to score goals. I say it all the time. Come on, bro. Hell no, we don't need Abde. I mean, we need a left winger. We need a left winger, bro. Big up Leo and everyone in the chat. Gotta support the Catalina fans wherever they are. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. Woo, the foo. Appreciate you, man. Si se puede, Muhammad. Hopefully this time the ref is a lot better than this Tuesday. The one from last game was terrible. Facts, bro. Facts. He was awful, man. Making stupid, giving me stupid yellow cards. I still want an explanation as to why Pedri got a yellow card when he was wearing the armband. Ridiculous. The game was different than expected after the first half. We had to change our ideas over the subs in the second half. We wanted to manage the minutes more. On Tuesday, we want to go there and have a great fight against them. For the fans, I can say it's not like we need a miracle. We just need to play our game. We were better than them on Wednesday. That's a fact. That's a fact. A lot of things are possible. We will fight for the fans. I love that, Hansi. I love those words. Ferran is in a really good moment. We can see that in training too. What the fuck does that mean in training? I don't care what he does in training, bruv. I need to see it week in, week out. He's not been showing that. Today he showed it. Okay, cool. I love it. I love that confidence. I like that he's building the confidence. But chill, bruv. Chill. We need to see it on a week-to-week basis. Hopefully the ref got banned from refereeing the rest of the year. Good. Ban him forever. Koke not getting a red card was diabolical, and the handball could have been on 2 red cards. Facts, bro. Especially the Koke one. That pissed me off. I'm like, bro, what are you doing here? The ref got banned. Thoughts on the flick not resting Yamal and Pedri today. Yeah, I mentioned it a bit earlier today. I think the main reason he didn't rest them is because we got those late goals because second half, Espanyol definitely started to wake up a little bit more, starting putting a little bit of pressure on us. I think first half we were better than them. Like, we're more dominant, more in control. But then second half, we struggled a bit. Espanyol were definitely knocking on the door at times. They were getting more confident. And I think for the most part, he kept them in just to, so we can win that game. So we can get that even massive cushion of going 9 points clear of Real Madrid now, right? Because we got the second and third, the third and fourth goal pretty late into the game, really late into the game actually, literally as the game was about to end. So I think that's for the most part why he played them that long. I mean, they'll have a couple days of rest, 3 days of rest, or 2 days of rest. Bro, what the fuck? Wait, why did Real Madrid play yesterday? Why did Real Madrid play yesterday? Someone explain that to me. Why did Real Madrid play? They played on Tuesday? Man, that's some bullshit, man. They're getting Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 4 days off, bro. What the fuck? That's crazy, bro. If they don't win, they're ass. But yeah, I mean, Yamal looks fresh. Yamal looks fresh. He looks ready to go. Pedri is a bit concerning, right? Because he came off against Atleti. So we thought there was a little bit of a scare there. I thought he was going to be out, but I think he's good. I think Hansi Flick thinks he's good. But Yamal, man, when we saw Yamal at the beginning of the season, comparing to how he looks right now, holy shit, bro. Completely different Yamal. Completely different Yamal, man. He looks fresh. He looks ready to go. He looks like he can take on the whole world by himself now, bro. He's just incredible. For real, it's because they played a bare match before us by the day, and then now they get an extra day of rest. And now that we're playing early, they get to rest. We already got rest. All right, fair enough. Leo, you have to understand that Hansi cannot criticize Ferran in front of Barca media. Barca media will cook him to the point where he just market value drops to 10 mil. Yeah, that's pretty understandable. Yeah, I know that because one bad word from him, and especially since we've been seeing a lot of news that Barca want to sell Ferran in the summer, so we'll see that. He can't badmouth players unless they leave us for PSG. Yeah, fuck Dro. I mean, what? I didn't say anything. I honestly don't care. They played yesterday because they lost. Yeah, facts. Facts. Their motivation. It's in the gutter right now, bro. They're probably feeling like shiza right now. But best believe, Arbeloa is telling them in the locker room, Champions League, guys. It's all we got left now. Yamal has been struggling in the first half of the season because of the girl. He looks a lot better now. Facts. That's pretty true. That's pretty true, too. I forgot about that. He had a girl, too. 9 points is good, but we can't celebrate just yet. Hansi, come on, bro. We can celebrate. We're chilling. We can say that it's done. I will not accept anyone to say that we have won for now. The team showed that our mentality is very good, and we will go on like this. Of course, the rest of the games for this month, we have Celta Vigo, and we have Getafe away. Getafe away is the one game that we definitely have to keep our eyes on because we have not beaten Getafe at their ground for a couple years now. So that's going to be a difficult match. I think Gerard is good. He doesn't have a big injury. He can play versus Atleti. That's good news right there. 9 points. The league is yours to lose now, right? We don't think negatively. We think positively. Look at our entire season. We deserve this position. We have to think positively. We know we need a big game on Tuesday, and we're going to work hard to make the semis. Please do it. Please, Hansi Flick, do it. Frankie showed. Okay, this is what I want to say earlier. Frankie showed his quality, but when he came on, but I'm not sure if he can start versus Atletico. I don't know if he can play more than 45 minutes. I will speak with the medical staff and take a decision. All right. I hope that the traveling away fans can be proud of our game on Tuesday. We will try our best. If we play our best game on Tuesday, we will go through. We don't need a miracle. We don't need. Let me like that real quick. Let me like that. I like that tweet right there. We don't need a miracle. It's good that a couple of players scored. Ferran, Lamine, Rashford. It's good for our confidence, 100%. Ferran has scored 14 league goals this season, his best ever record. He's the second top goal scorer at Barcelona, only behind Lamine. Yeah, Lamine has 15 goals this season, bro. Holy shiza. Look at him, bro. He's absolutely tearing it up right now. But let's get into this. Let's get into this real quick. Hold on, let me... Boom. Boom. All right. Let's get into this real quick. Let's talk about a lineup against Atletico Madrid for Tuesday. Let's talk about a potential lineup. I'm going to do a preview for the game, possibly tomorrow or Monday. Probably tomorrow, just to have it 2 days out. But quickly going over a potential lineup for this Tuesday. Obviously, the main man himself, Joan Garcia in goal, who this season has been great for us, right? He's been great. He's been showing us that he's a elite level goalkeeper at times. Of course, there are moments where you a little bit silly, but still, Joan Garcia has been great so far this season, especially in the league for sure. Champions League, it's a bit difficult for sure because you're going up against way better quality than on a week-to-week basis in La Liga. But for the most part, Joan Garcia has been excellent so far this season, and I think he'll get even better with more experience because this is his first season playing at the top level for like a team like Barcelona. So for the most part, Joan Garcia has been excellent throughout this season. Now, when it comes to defense, I think left back is pretty clear of who it's going to be. Joao Cancelo. After the words of Hansi Flick saying that Gerard Martin is good, I think it's going to be Gerard Martin. Now, the question to be asked is, because now this will determine a lot of things. Let's go with the obvious ones, right? Yamal on the right, easy. Man, this is gonna be difficult. This is gonna be a little difficult. This is where I'm a bit iffy and I don't even know now because obviously the other one, Pedri, obviously Pedri's quite clear. Now, the rest of these positions, we can have a very interesting conversation. Gerard Maldini, yeah, we can have a very interesting conversation here. Kubarsi is out. Obviously, Kubarsi is out. We just read right now that Hansi Flick said that Frankie isn't probably available to play these minutes yet, to play this kind of a game yet. But I remember earlier in the season, Frankie de Jong went down with an injury, and he immediately came back into a Champions League game against Newcastle, right? Obviously, at that point, it's still group stages and everything, but he came in immediately, and Frankie de Jong did amazing, right? Alongside Pedri, going away to Newcastle at the St. James Park, right? So for me, there's still a feeling. I still have a feeling that Frankie will start this game, considering now Kubarsi's absence. If Kubarsi was available, then okay, Eder Garcia in the midfield. But now that he's gone, now that he's out, it's a bit concerning. But let's take the words of Hansi Flick and let's say that Frankie is not ready to play this game. The medical staff tell him, all right, he's not ready to play this game. Unfortunately, he's not ready to start this game. So that means this is what we're probably gonna line up with, right? This right here. Araujo, Koundé, Eder Garcia. This is probably going to be our back line, right? Cancelo, Gerard Martin, Araujo, Koundé, and then Eder Garcia back in the midfield, like he started in the first leg. Which I don't like. You guys know my feelings on Eder Garcia as a midfielder. I don't love him playing that position just because sometimes he just plays too slow. He's not as progressive as the likes of Pedri and Frankie, obviously, because he's obviously a defensive-minded player, which is understandable, right? He's a center back. He's not a midfielder, right? It's a completely different game. It's a completely different position now. But Now the thing is, with the absence of Kubarsi, Frankie not being fully available, but not going to be available either. That means Eric Garcia will most likely have to play there. Because when we look back at the first leg, I opted for having Dani Olmo, Pedri, and Fermin. But Hansi Flick decided to go for Olmo, Pedri, and Eric Garcia. On the left, see, this is where my concern comes in, and this is where my issue comes in. Because that now I'm a bit like I don't know now. Because I think Olmo and Fermin should both start. Like, I want to see them both start this game. I think the intensity they bring, I think what they offer, I think they would need to start this game. I would want them to start this game. But now it begs the question, where, right? Araujo is center back in Big 2026. Rather have Eric Garcia there. Then who would you put in the midfield then? You put Dani Olmo in the midfield? Or Casado in the I don't know about Casado. Or Gavi. We can't discard the likes of Gavi too. Gavi could do it, but Gavi for me, Gavi today plays a left winger basically. Gavi today against Espanyol basically played as a left winger. But I don't know if Gavi can really start this kind of game, bro. I don't know. I think Gavi's still needs to get his rhythm back in. He did pretty well today, but I still think he needs to get that rhythm back in. And Casado, I just can't trust Casado. He did all right today. He wasn't terrible today. He did pretty decent, but I can't trust him for this big game, man. No way. Irrelevant, but why is there so much hate and disrespect for Arsenal? Personally, for me, I have some Arsenal fans that I like to Arsenal friends who I like to troll, and it's hilarious. So yeah, and plus, like I mentioned earlier, I just love watching the content from Arsenal fans, from certain Arsenal fans for sure. After they lose, it's hilarious. So it's about enjoying the content for sure. Gavi physically is not there yet. Yeah, I agree with that. That's why I wouldn't start Gavi. So that means Eric Garcia would most likely have to play in our midfield, and then Araujo as a center back, right? Araujo is a center back, Jules Koundé on the right, Eric Garcia in the midfield. But now, these players up top, the rest of the positions right here, because Olmo, when he came in against Atletico, he did excellent, man. He was great when he came on. Fermin, I should say. Fermin, when he came on against Atletico after we went down to 10 men in that second half, he did great, bro. He was amazing. I really liked his attitude coming in, recovering balls, helping the fan, putting on pressure. I think Fermin needs to start this game. I ultimately think Fermin has to start this game. I think Fermin will start this game. But at the same time, I think Olmo is going to start this game because Olmo was great against Atletico too. Mostly when we saw how great he was in that second half when we went down to 10 men. I thought he was great. And against a defensive-sided Atletico Madrid, Olmo started as the 9 in La Liga. So is this what we're going to go up with, boys? Is this the lineup? I think Fermin should start, yeah. Is this the lineup right here for this Tuesday? Joan Garcia in goal. Backline of Jules Koundé, Ronald Araujo, Jiro Martin, Joao Cancelo. Midfield of Eric Garcia, Pedri, Fermin Lopez. And up top, Lamine Yamal, Dani Olmo, and Marcus Rashford. I think the key for Barca is to overpopulate the midfield against Atleti. I mean, that's definitely a key for sure. But it's also our press. Because Atleti are a team that just play quick football, bro. Quick 1-2 over the top, 1-2 through pass, 1-2. They play quick. So it's going to be 100% about our press, like everyone pushing forward, everyone just trying to suffocate them as much as we can. Because with the high line that we play, man, Atleti exposes way too easily. There are just times they just expose it way too easy. But do we think this is the lineup that Hansi Flick is most likely going to go? Because I can understand Lewa starting up top or Ferran because we need goals. But then we have moments, like in the first leg, where Lewa was non-existent, where Ferran was non-existent, because they're not technical players. They're not players that can do it by themselves. They need to be fed. They need someone to serve them. If no one's serving them and if no one's giving them support, then they're practically going to be non-existent. So are we opting for Olmo to play up top? Because Olmo can do it himself at points. He can dribble past players. He can do things by himself. He can influence the game by himself at times. Whereas Lewa and Ferran really can't do that. and then Rashford on the left, and then Fermin as the number 10. We lined up again like this against Atletico Madrid when we played them in the what's it called in the league. This is exactly how we lined up against them, right? But the difference is we had Kubarsi, right? So that's exactly how we lined up against them. The only difference is we had Kubarsi start this game and Araujo starts at right back, blah, 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 blah. And then Bernard came in, blah, blah, blah. But is this the lineup, bro? Olmo is a false nine. As a false nine is crazy. Olmo as a first nine is crazy. This is where Olmo should do. Like, I'm not saying it's his best position. No way is his best position. But if we're talking about, because Olmo, when we played them in the league, he did all right playing as a false nine. I wouldn't say going forward he was much involved. I liked him a lot better when he started playing deeper. When Bernard came off with an injury, he started playing a little bit of a deeper role. I liked him better than that. I think Olmo has to play a deeper role. So if Olmo doesn't play up top, because the thing is, I want Olmo and Fermin to start this game. I think they have to start this game. I think both of them are very key and pivotal for it to start this game. But so is Rashford, and of course Lamine. Either way, Hansi Flick is going to put subs in so we can change things up. It's true. Because the other options we can go with is have Olmo here, or actually have Pedri here, Olmo here, Fermin there, and then Lewa up top, or Ferran, whoever says. Or we can have this option right here: Pedri, Fermin, Olmo midfield, Lewa, Rashford, Lamine up top, and then have Eder Garcia start over the likes of Araujo, obviously. Because I would rather have Eder Garcia play as a center back than Araujo every single day. Because I think Hansi Flick at this point is just trusting Araujo as a right back. That's pretty much it. I don't think he's not trusting him as a center back at all since coming back. Lewa doesn't have the legs to press as Ferran does. Hansi might start Ferran in this game. I mean, he just scored 2, right? So he might get that confidence back. Ferran has he scored some goals against Atleti in the past. When we beat them in the second leg of the Copa del Rey, he got that goal, that only goal to win us the game. Sorry if you can hear my dogs are going. They just heard the doorbell ring. So maybe Ferran al top, right? Rashford needs to score this Tuesday. They needs to do better than last game. 100%, bro. 100%. If Rashford misses a sitter, bro, I'm gonna be sick to my stomach, bro. Like he missed on Wednesday, bro. He had a sitter, man. He had a sitter. He should have scored that every single day of the week. But hey, man, we'll see, bro. These players need to step up. But ultimately, at the end, bro, I'm very confident that we'll get this job done, bro. I'm very confident that we get the job done. Atletico Madrid are just a team because on Wednesday, Atletico Madrid and Diego Simeone yet again showed me something else, bro. Leo, where you at, bro? What you saying, bro? What's good, bro? What's good, Zier? Bro, all I'm saying is destroy Real Madrid on Wednesday, bro. Dude, don't fumble it. Don't fumble it. You just won 5-0 today. I hope you got that confidence up. Do not fumble it against Real Madrid, bro. And you guys tend to fumble it against Real Madrid at times. Do not fumble it against them, bro. Please, absolutely bend them over. Pull their pants down. Get some lube and show it in, bro. Please. We don't need no Real Madrid because we play on Tuesday. You guys play on Wednesday. We get knocked out. I better see Real Madrid get knocked out at the same time, so they don't say shit to us. They don't say shit to us, right? No one can talk shit against each other. Now we got the lead. That's all left. So, say no more. I like that, bro. Thank you. Appreciate that. I love that. Thank you so much. Please knock them out. Rashford needs to score this Tuesday. He needs to do it. Oh yeah. Don't worry, we will slap him up. All right. Yeah. What's your score prediction, bro? What's your score prediction? It's only 1 goal lead right now. What's your score prediction? They don't know what's coming. Oh my god. I don't even know what's coming. I don't even know what's coming. If Kylian Mbappe doesn't play though, you guys might be cooked. Because Mbappe bringing that curse in. They're believing in. Oh my days, bro. The dictator might not play on Wednesday. I don't know. Someone was telling me he has an eye injury. 4-1. Let me just take a picture of that. Let me keep it 6-2. Let me take another picture. Let me just make sure. All right, took a picture of that. I'll make sure to keep that in the logs if it doesn't happen. If Rashford finds his rhythm, I can see him scoring 2 goals. If he has his rhythm, he can score 5. That's all I know. Rashford is just like that. He's himmy. He's himmy, bro. That's what he can do. But like I was saying a bit earlier, Diego Simeone proved to me one thing on Wednesday. Because, let me all take it. I have it. Diego Simeone proved me one thing on Wednesday. If Barcelona went down to 10 men at home against a Bayern Munich, a PSG, it would have been lights out for Barcelona. I think we can all agree with that. It would have been lights out. They would have destroyed us. They would have gone for the kill. Game over. Barcelona would have been defending for their lives in that game. The fact that we were the better team in that second half tells me one thing about Diego Simeone yet again against this Atletico Madrid yet again. You're fearing Atletico Madrid Haram, yeah, maybe the haram ball. But the thing is, like, I don't know what to expect from Diego Simeone. I don't know what to expect from him because realistically, you would want to just end it off, go for the kill, go and score more goals, right? But then it gets to a point where with Simeone, where he just gets shook. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know what to do anymore. And just says, guys, park the bus, guys, please park the bus. Like looking back last year against Real Madrid, Atletico score what? A minute in to make the remontada? And I'm like, all right, cool, you guys are back into the game. They started attacking. Then the second half, they parked the bus. I'm like, bro, what are you guys doing? How do you score a minute in, make the remontada already, and then park the bus, and then have to go all the way to penalty shootout? Like, come on, bro. Atletico Madrid are just that one team under Simeone where if you put everything up against them, they will falter. They will crumble. Diego Simeone gets shook, bro. He gets shook. That's why later on in the game, oh, look, he's bringing Sorloth in. Oh, my God. He's bringing Sorloth in because he wants to play the long ball now. If he can't play the 1-2s, if he can't play from the back, if he can't do it with his original team that he put out, he has to bring in Sorloth to play those long balls. And even so, Sorloth isn't the best at that either. He's not like he's a world-class striker like that or anything, right? Even though he has scored a couple times, right? But still, listen, Barcelona just have to go out for the pressure, man. But again, it just showed to me that Diego Simeone and Atletico Madrid are cowards. They're cowards. Any other team, like I mentioned, PSG or Bayern would have gone for the kill, scored 5-6, ended the tie right there in the first leg. Boom, immediately. But they only scored 2 and barely created any chances? How is that possible, bro? How is that possible? How does your opposition go down to 10 men in the first half? You have another 45 minutes to come back to the game and score more goals and kill them off. And you're defending most of the time. Like, come on, bro. And let's not act like they had clear-cut chances every single second or anything like that. No. They had like 3 chances, 3 good chances, and they took 2 of them. When one of them was a banger from Julian Alvarez. Like, come on, bro. That was just a out of this world, a little free kick from Julian Alvarez that he just scored out of nowhere. But like, I mean, obviously we know Julian is amazing at free kicks, but one of them was a wonder goal from Julian Alvarez, and the other one was just bad defending from Barcelona, and a little good tapping from there from Sorloth, right? But then after that, what else? Because the other clear chance they had was a little run that Julian Alvarez made in the first half where he just fluffed his shot. But besides that, what else, bro? What else? I'm confident, man. We're going to make the comeback 5-1. 5-1. 4-1. I'll keep it simple. 4-1. 4-1. Own goal from Araujo, too. They won't even score. Araujo's going to score his own goal. But hey, guys, this is possibly the lineup we're going to go up with. We'll see what Hansi Flick decides to do on Tuesday. Tomorrow, I have a little special collab for you guys. Tomorrow I'm going to do a little bit of a collab. You guys will see who I'm collabing with tomorrow. We're going to talk about the game. We're going to talk about everything regarding the game against Atletico Madrid. And then on Tuesday, hopefully after Tuesday, we have a great day. We have a potential spot in the semifinals of the Champions League. When Friedman dribbled our team, then they bottled the shot. Friedman, are you drunk? Who the hell is Friedman? I don't know who the Friedman is, unless you meant Federmin or something. But listen, boys, Griezmann. Oh, all right, Griezmann. But that was in the league though. That was in the league. The one I was talking about, Julian, that was in the first leg. The one that Griezmann did, yeah, that was another mess up too from Griezmann, bro. We can't allow those kind of chances, right? Griezmann ran through everyone, and then boom, he flubbed the shot too. If you want things to really click, Pedro needs to be hot this game, control the game himself. Yeah, because that's bro. Because like, bro, fucking red card just pisses me off so much, bro. That red card pisses me off so much. Because I think we can all agree, before the red card, going into the halftime, we were the better team. We were going in with positives going into the second half. Like, all right, guys, we just need the goal. Pedri was having a great game. Cubarsí was having a great game until he got that red card. We were doing great, man. And then we bend ourselves over. Pedri doesn't miss the game. Pedri's going to show up, bro. Best believe Pedri's going to show up. Because of yellow. Nah, he didn't have a yellow. The players that had a yellow were Fermin, Yamal, I think Jero Martin, and there was another player, and Casado. Those were the players that had a yellow card from the last game. Thankfully, none of them got a yellow card. But for Atletico Madrid, no Pubil and no Hanko. Hanko went down with an injury, obviously, in the game, and then Pubil got a second yellow, so he's out. No, he had one yellow. Nah, Pedri's going to be available, bro. He's going to be there. Best believe he's going to be there, because if he's not going to be there, then we need an explanation for that yellow, bro. I better see Barcelona put a what's it called, a dispute for that yellow card, because I still don't know why Pedri even had a yellow card in general, because he had a fucking armband on. I don't understand why he has to get a yellow card for that. But nah, he's gonna be there, bro. But best believe, because if we had no Pedri, then I'd give up. Nah, he's gonna be there. But can someone, like, what minute did he get his yellow card either way? Did he get a yellow? He's not showing up here. I'm pretty sure he got a yellow, unless I'm drunk. I may be drunk. Did he not get a yellow? Am I drunk as fuck? I'm pretty sure he got a yellow. Okay, I guess he didn't get a yellow. I must be drunk as fuck. I remember seeing in the game he got a yellow. All right, never mind. Pedri did not have a yellow. All right, we're good. We're chilling. We're vibing. We gotta worry about nothing. You need multiple yellows to miss a game. All right, so I think we're good. So Pedri didn't get a yellow. I don't know why I saw throughout the game that he got a yellow. So I guess not. So we're good. We're chilling. We're vibing. We're doing good. But this is the lineup Atletico Madrid most likely going to go up with. Listen, this is another positive right here. Lenglet and Lenormand are starting in this game. Lenglet and Lenormand. You know Lamin's going to cook this side, Ruggeri, because this Ruggeri guy, he's a troll, bro. He's a troll. He goes on Instagram, posts like 50 stories because they won a game. 50 stories because they won a game. Even though, like, and people who say, like, Ruggeri's, oh, look, he locked on Lamin, when he has Lookman completely, consistently coming back to defend, when he has other players, like 50 players around him helping him out. Oh, yeah, Ruggeri had a great game. Obviously, going forward, Ruggeri's like a menace. But let's not say, like, he's a world-class left back now when he has consistent support at all times. At all times, bro. This guy's shameless, too. He'd be going on Instagram, look, I locked up Lamin. Buddy, you had 50 people next to you helping you out at all times. Lookman defending and dropping deep at all times as well. If Yamal finds his finishing boots, it's game over this Tuesday. Facts. And decision making too. Because today against Espanyol, there was this one run. He made a beautiful run. Beautiful run. Rashford all by himself. Literally all by himself. And Lamin goes for the shot himself. And it just deflects off the player right in front of him. And I'm like, bro, you do everything so perfect. Everything was beautiful, excellent, magnificent, eloquent. And then your final decision making, that's where Lamin fucks up. That's where Lamin fucks up a couple of times, where he sometimes just shoots the shoe. He sometimes just doesn't, like, really look for the better choice. Understandable. He's still a young guy for his level. You know, we're expecting him to be the greatest already, right? Having that Lionel Messi kind of vision and everything, right? But that's something he definitely has to improve on for sure. His decision making, his final third decision making at times, where sometimes he becomes a little bit selfish, where he takes the shot himself when he can find the clear pass. But for the most part, Lamin is obviously our main threat, right? So if he runs through 50 guys, I'm not gonna be what's it called? It's understandable that he wants to take the shot himself, like, to have that moment, right? He does all the hard work just to give a simple pass. No, he wants to finish it himself, right? He wants to kill off the game himself, so I can understand that. But nah, Lamin definitely needs to, because I don't know, like, when was the last time we saw it? Like, because Lamin last season, another signature move that Lamin had last season was just that curler, bro. He will curl it in. I don't know if he's really done that, like, that I can remember at the top of my head. He hasn't really done that much this season, right? Where he just curls it in. Like he attempts it, but it either just goes too wide or it goes too high. Like, but I don't know. He hasn't really attempted it this season, right? Or at least has had much success with it this season. So, Lamine definitely needs his shooting boots on for Tuesday. I don't score a banger, score a golazo. I don't know, but everyone needs their shooting boots. Every single one of these players on your screen need their shooting boots. They must turn up and they must win this Tuesday, no matter what. No matter what. For you guys that watch my latest video on YouTube, if you guys haven't, check that out. At the end, I basically said, get the job done, bro. I'm tired of this waiting another year. These players are growing into their boots. They're growing in. They're getting more experience. I'm tired of this shit, bro. I'm tired of it, bro. We need to win. This guy's like 27, something like that. He's young, like 22. Cancelo, in his prime, past his prime, whatever you say. World class. Experience. Half of this team has experience. Half of this team is still getting that experience. We have a mixture. So the excuse can't be anymore. It's because they don't have experience. No, half of this team has experience. Half of this team has been in the biggest stages. Even Lamine, he's played a Euro Finals, for God's sake. Bro, this team, it shouldn't be a matter of, it's because they don't have experience. They're still young. No, it's a mentality thing, bro. It's a mentality thing at this point. That's what just brings them down. That's just what holds them back. A mentality thing where moments where they just blunder or moments where they just lose focus, bro. You need to be focused at all times in the Champions League. And if you're not, if the other team scores a goal on you, all right. It's about bouncing back. Last season, we saw it against Inter Milan. Inter Milan went up 2-0 going away to the ground. They went up 2-0 against us. At that point, we thought it was game over, said and done. We waked the remontada of dreams, almost get it done. And then in the end, obviously, we remember what happened. But it's about a mental factor, bro. At this point, it's just a mental factor. These players just thinking that, oh, it's too hard, we can't do it, blah, blah, blah. Maybe next year. No, fuck all that, bro. On Tuesday, I need the win, man. We need the win. We need the win on Tuesday, bro. No matter what, bro. I'm tired of this. Oh, maybe next year. Martin's 24 years old. See, Martin. I mean, Martin has like a little bit of experience as well because he hasn't really played much either. But still, the ref was also terrible against Inter Milan. Straight my facts. Don't even remind me of that shit. Don't even remind me of that, man. What those motherfuckers, bro. I swear. But hey, on Tuesday, I expect this team to do great things. I expect this team to turn up. They have them. They have the players. They have the ability. They have the quality. Now they just have to show it, bro. Because last year we went away to them when we were losing 2-0 at the Metropolitano in La Liga. Obviously, that's a different competition, but it's a matter of it's possible, right? Remember, we were losing this game 2-0. Look at this. That's crazy, bro. Alvarez and Sorloth scored 45th, 70th. They scored on us like the other day, but still. And then we make the remontada of dreams, beating them 4-2, right? So we've done it. We've gone away to the ground and have done it before, bro. They were beating us 2-0. We made the remontada and we won 4-2. And this was I'm pretty sure that during this time, like they were still fighting for the league as well. They were still trying to go at it as well. They were trying to get some good points against us too. So they were definitely trying their asses off. They were playing a strong lineup. I'm pretty sure right here. Let's check the lineup. Let's check the back in the old days. Oh man, I miss you so much. But look at this. They were playing a strong lineup. Obviously, they're missing some players to what they have now. They don't have no Ruggieri. They don't have a Lookman, but De Paul, Barrios. I mean, they don't have a Hanko either. But for the most part, pretty similar to what they have now, right? So they were playing a strong team. So listen, no more excuses, boys. We got to get the job done. We have to find the way, get the job done on Tuesday, and make the semifinals of this year's Champions League, bro. And we got knocked out in the semis to an Arsenal because we scored 5 corners, I guess. But not to Atletico Madrid again, bro. Please, for God's sakes, not to Atletico Madrid again, man. I can't take it, bro. I can't take it anymore getting knocked out in the Champions League to Atletico Madrid again. Not for a third time, bro. Not for a third time. It cannot happen. This team has to be the change of that curse against Atletico Madrid in Champions League nights. That's all I can say. That is all I can say. But hey, guys, that was the stream for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I came on a little bit late, but just want to have a little chat for you guys after the huge win today. Barcelona going 9 points clear of Real Madrid. Talk a little bit of what's to come for this game on Tuesday. Tomorrow, I will be dropping a preview video for the match on Tuesday, giving my thoughts and analysis, everything, my full up lineup, how I think this team should go and what they're going to go down with on Tuesday, and give my final prediction on Tuesday as well, even though I already gave it a little bit today. It was a 4-1 win, but we'll see. We'll see when we get closer to the day. My feelings might change tomorrow. We'll see, considering some players, if they're going to come back or not, but we'll see. We'll see what goes down. But appreciate every single one of you for tuning in for this live. Appreciate every single one of you. Have a great night. God bless you all.